Hello everyone. In this project, I'll be showing you guys how I built this interactive insurance portfolio dashboard in Microsoft Excel from start to finish. This is not just an Excel tutorial. We will approach this project the same way a data analyst or a business intelligence analyst would approach a real business problem. So by the end of this tutorial, you guys will learn how to understand business requirements, analyze data sets, create meaningful KPIs, build pivot tables, design interactive charts, add slicers and filters. And as well, you learn how to create a professional dashboard layout. So let's get started. Before opening Excel, the first thing we need to do is to understand the business problem. The first thing of data analysis is what problems are the company trying to solve? What questions are they trying to answer? So many beginners jump straight into creating charts and dashboard without understanding what the business wants to know. As analysts, our responsibility is to convert business questions into actionable insights. So let's review the project brief. So the business objective, the main business questions here are how many policies have been issued, how much premium revenue have been created, how much has been paid out in claims, what is the overall claim ratio, which policy types generate the highest premiums, which policy type incur the highest claims, which agents are performing best, which regions have the highest claim amount, what proportion of policies return result in claims, how are policies distributed across risk categories. Now, these questions will guide everything we build in the dashboard. Every KPI, the chart, the visualization must answer one or more of these business questions. Now that we understand the requirement, let's examine the data set. That's the second stage of data analysis. Collect data that will contribute to your analysis. Now, I'll open a new Excel here, Control N, and I am going to bring in the data. So to bring in the data, what I need to do is I'll do data, then I'll say get data, and I'll say from file and text CSV. So this is the data that I want to bring in, and click on transform. I'll be using Power Query because Power Query is very good for cleaning and transforming your data, guys. So now let's take a look at data. Our data set contain information as policy ID, the policy date, the year, the month, the policy type, premium, the customer age, year as customer, and as claim. So guys, the next thing you need to do from here is before performing any analysis, it is important to understand what each field represents and how it contributes to answering our business questions. So now we want to prepare our data for analysis, which will now lead to the next stage, which is what? Data cleaning and what? And preparation. Data cleaning is one of the most important steps in analytics projects, and I can tell you guys that data analysts will spend 50 to 80% of our time in cleaning the data and even the analysis sometimes. So it depends. If the data is dirty, you must clean it because it's garbage in, garbage out. So let's inspect the data set for missing value, for duplicate record, inconsistent formatting, incorrect data type, invalid entries. We will also ensure that the dates are properly formatted and the like. So the first thing I normally do in Power Query is I will check the data quality. Of course, in this section here, you can see that it's saying that I have a funded record and valid, no error, no empty for all the columns that are available. But this information you are seeing here is just based on 1,000 records. So if you want to, I mean, ensure that you have the quality, you have the information for all your data as regards the data quality, what you need to just do, guys, is just you click here, change it to column profiling based on what? Entire data set. Column profiling based on entire data set. So here now we can rest assured that, okay, our data, no error, no empty. The validity is 100%. So what you just need to do here, guys, is very simple. We need to check for what the data type. You can see the data type here is ABC, that's test, which is correct. What we have here is test. Alphanumeric is regarded as test anyway. So the date too is giving a date, which is correct. The year is numeric, which is whole number is correct. The month is since it's a month name, it's going to be test. So you need to check to ensure that all your feeds are of the correct data type. Risk level correct. Annual premium is numeric, and our data is very clean, guys. So the next thing you need to do from here is you can confidently move to analysis stage. So from here, you just have to do close and load. So this will take you to Excel. Now these are data here. So the next thing I'll be doing from here is, guys, I will convert this one to, I'll add it to data model. So I'll come here and I'll click on Power Pivot and I'll say add to data model. Just once you have this, so it is added to data model. Then from here, I'll now go to pivot table. I'll say pivot table. So it's a new worksheet and I'll do OK and I have this. So I can call this report sheet. Then I can call this this is where I have my dashboard later on. So guys, you come here and do, so what you just need to do from here, guys, is very simple. We need to start we need to start creating the KPIs that will appear at the top of our dashboard, just like I have it here. You can see the KPIs as the first thing. So how do you create the KPIs? Very easy. So you just need to do, remember, is the our pivot table, one KPI. So open this and let's start by creating the KPI. I think the first KPI we need to create here is the total policy, as we have it in this so you see total policies, counts of all the policies. So you go back here and bring policy ID to value. So you see we have the, so we can quickly rename it as total policies. So perfect. You copy another one. Let's put it here. So the next KPI will be let's quickly check. That's total premium. So I'll move this one and I'll bring in premium, annual premium. So you see. Then you also change this one, change the name to total premiums. Then you do OK. So let's quickly do some formatting here. Go back to home and I'll change it to dollar and I'll remove the decimal. So you see, perfect. Then remove them from, as I do working, please remove them from pivot table. So you see what I'm doing. Mm, then you can copy the format here. Oh, sorry. So the next analysis. So you can see what these things are telling us, right? Um, Especially those of you that are in the domain, that in the insurance domain. So you should have an idea of what kind of insights we are gonna get from here. So the first KPI, which is total policies, is it's telling us that the total number of policies in the insurance portfolio is what is 500 policies, and the second KPI, which is total premium, is tell is it's the one representing the total revenue generated from policyholders. This is the amount generated from the policyholders. Now we want to calculate the third one, which is the total claims paid. So I'll remove this one from here, and I will bring in claims paid, claim amount. So I'll call it total claims paid. Now do OK. So I also remove it from pivot table. Now, so claims paid now, I think you know what that means, right? So claims paid, it shows the total amount paid to customers for claim. So now let's copy another one to answer the next question, which should be as claims ratio, total claims paid divided by total premium. So you can remove, okay, move this one from, okay, claim ratio, we don't even need pivot table for that one anyway. So I can just delete this pivot table and mhm. So let me call it claims ratio. So it's going to be equals to total uh, claims paid divided by premium. So claims ratio is measured in what? In percentage. So change it to percentage at 47%, which is not too good anyway. So I have to copy another one to answer another question. So the next question here is let's check, guys. Average premium and approval rate. average premium. So let's copy premium. Okay, bring in premium here, then you get the percent, you get the average. So click on the arrow here to get the average, value fit setting, then you get the average, then you do okay. So you see the average, this thing is that, then you do equals to enter. So the format is lost. So copy the format again, select that figure that contain the format, then you click on format painter and you click here. Now, guys, lastly, approval rate. So to get approval rate, the claims approval rate. So it's going to be total claims approved divided by total claims. No, total claims approved divided by total number of policy with claims. So that means we need to get total number of policy with claims first. So let's copy the policy here. Let's get the policy here. So we need to filter to know. So there's a column here that say let's go and check the this the data. You see, that's claim. So we need to filter yes. So you bring as claim column here to filter, and when you get here, you just only choose yes. So it's the yes that I'm going to select. You see, I choose only yes, and I do okay. So 244 policies as claim. So that's not all, guys. We need to also get out of these policies how many claims have been approved. So we need that to get to where we're going. So I think we can use the claim status. The information should be in claim status. Take it to filter. Then it should be approved. So uncheck all, and we're interested in only those claims that are approved. So now we can now use this one. So now say equals to, so to get the approval rate now, so it's going to be equals to total policies that we have, total policies that are approved, sorry, divided by policies with claim. So remember, approval rate should also be in percentage, so convert to percent is 2%. Let's also get the active agent and policies with claim. I think we have policies with claim already. So this policy with claim equals to this, equals to this. So active agents, I can copy any of the pivot table here. Let's get the active agent. So remove this and bring in agent name to value. So when you bring it, you can see that it's counting, it's giving us 500. First of all, I'll change it to number, then remove the decimal, then here, value fit setting, you need to go and look for distinct count. Guys, before we move on here, you see, if you don't add your data to model, you won't see distinct count when you get L. So first thing first, so follow the step, please. So distinct count is here. I'm interested in only the C is 8. So we can name this one active agent, agent, active agents. So you do okay, active agent. So what's the next thing, guys? The next thing is policy with claim. I think we have it already, which is this 244. But we can get the percentage of policies with claim. That's 49%. That's all we have here. We have 49% here. So how do we get it, guys? It's very simple. So you come here and you can say policies with claims. So it's gonna be equals to total policy with claims divided by total policy we have, which is 500. So this should give us the percentage. So convert it, that's 49%. So I think we're good with all our KPIs. And the next thing is to quickly build our pivot table. So let's build the analytical pivot table. We need to create a pivot table that will drive our visualization. So you come here and copy the policy. pivot table. So the first question here says, let's quickly go to the first question. Monthly policy trend. Perfect. So that means you have to break this policy by month to see which of the months they want to see the trend. Is it increasing or decreasing? So drag month to row. So perfect. So we have monthly policy trend now. Sorry, I want to perfect. So another question says, let's go to the question. Average premium versus average claim amount by policy type. So let's copy average premium amount. Let me rename it. Average premium. Let's copy it. Put it here. Then you break this down by what? Policy type. So that's the question. That's what we're asked to do. Policy type. Am I not? Okay, this policy type. Take it to row. So this will, but they said we should also do it with what? With average claim amount. Average claim amount. So you go back to your pivot table. So you bring in claim amount. So claim amount is going to bring in some. So you change it to what? Average. Value fixed setting. Change it to average, please. Oh, sorry, it's a mistake by me. I didn't click on the average. Value fixed setting. So we are good now, right? So you can copy the question. And it's not allowing me to. No. Okay, that means I didn't copy it. Sorry. That's why it's not. I want to copy this. Say I have to copy because I don't want to instead of me typing. Why is it not copying? Just work smart. Okay. AVG premium versus AVG claim amount by policy type. Now the next question, guys, that's the second question. So policies by what? Risk type. Copy. Policy by risk type, which is same thing as risk level anyway. So now the next question says claims by region. Claims paid. That's KPI I'm gonna use in answering that question. Next question says total premium by what? By agent. So that's premium by agent. Now the next question says policies by status. Sorry, I didn't copy the pivot table. I have to copy pivot table. Status, claim status. So check. Now, lastly, we have policies by claims occurrence. Okay, this one will be as claim or not claim. So, okay, I think we're good now. So, the next thing we're gonna do from here, guys, after building a pivot table, the next stage is we can now begin creating charts. So we need to now convert all this pivot table into meaningful visualization. So uh, let's get started, guys. So, but before that, I like building the dashboard layout first. And this is the exciting part, dashboard design. So we create a dedicated dashboard sheet. I think I've done that already. So guys, I've already designed my layout on PowerPoint. So if you need a video on that, you can comment. Then I'm going to design. I'll share a video on how to prepare your. I mean, keep how to prepare your dashboard layout on what on PowerPoint. So now I'll go to my dashboard sheet and I'm going to do insert. So illustration, pictures from this device. Then I'll do uh the wireframe, insurance wireframe. Then I'll take it up. I'll reduce this so that you can see everything at a glance. Okay, perfect. So we at the top, I'm gonna have our KPI. You can see the title is already there. I created all those from PowerPoint. So the KPI section here, we're gonna place all our KPI cards. So and below the KPI card, we're gonna arrange all our charts in a logical and easy to read format. So when designing dashboard, please always remember to keep your layout clean, maintain consistent spacing, and use readable font, avoid unnecessary colors, make your KPI value stand out, focus on storytelling. So a dashboard should allow users to understand business performance within seconds. So that's why I've designed this on PowerPoint. So you can see the title is already there. The performance indicators are there, then the year analysis is there. So the year of the data we're using for analysis there. So now let's bring in our what? The first thing I'll bring in is bring in the KPI. So you go here and say insert. What are you inserting? Text box. We need text box to bring in your KPIs. So then don't click as if I have a text box now. As if you want to type in. You're not typing anything there, please. You're not typing anything. You're not typing anything. So what you just need to do is set. You can see it's blinking as if I want to type. Select the edge. You can see it's no more there. So now come here and do equals to what? Equals to the one you move from pivot table. Total policy. You see. Then let's do some formatting. Let's make it 28. Highlight it and you can give it 28. You can bold it. Mm. So the next thing you need to do is to shape format. You do shape fill, shape outline, no outline. So what you need to do from there is let's duplicate it, Control D, so that we serve others. So this is what I'm gonna use so that we maintain the same font color and others. Maintain the same size. Now the next thing is I want to bring in a new this thing so that I can type the title. Total policies. You come here again and also do no fill. You do no outline. The color you like to give it, let's give it this blue color and let me make it 13. Is 13 not too big, guys? It's not too big. So you drag it at the top, control D again. So now the next thing I'll do is let me change this color to I like blue color for this one. So the second one, that's the premium, right? Let's go and bring in the premium equals to total premium. You lost the format, right? Select the one that has format and do format painter. Now you have it. So expand. So it's very easy. Then you call this one total premiums, right? So you change the title. And the next one, you change this one. Let's total claims paid. Mhm. So you do the same thing, format painter, expand it so I can see all the values. Total claims paid. Now the next one we like to bring in claims ratio. Let's go and bring in claims ratio. The next thing is let's bring in the average premium. Sorry, copy format. Lastly, what should we put here? Let's go and check. So, approval rate, perfect. Mistake. So you see what we have. Now, the next thing you need to do from here, guys, is that you are going to let's change the color. This one, I would like to change this one to which color? Let me use something green. So font color. This one I will do something like purple. So you change the color if you like. Claims ratio. I like to use something not necessarily red, but let me use maybe something like this. Average premium. Average premium can also be what, what color should I use for this average premium? I can still use the same. Use this one. Then lastly, this one too. Let me use something green. So we're done with our KPI, guys. We're done with our KPI. So the next thing is okay. Let's bring in other KPIs like active agent. Hmm. Control D. Oh, sorry, it's a mistake. I did copy this. Control D. Another Control D. So this will be with this will be then copy the title. Control D. Active agent. This will be policies with claim, right? Active agent can use any color. You can use. Let me use this. Let's go and change the value figure. The figure for active agent will be. I think we got 8 earlier, so copy the format painter. still put an icon there. Then this one is for policies with claim. Policies with claim. That's 49%. So let me copy the format for this one and put it. Okay, now guys, we have all our KPIs. So let's go and do our visualization, monthly trend. So the first one is monthly trend, right? You come here and do anything trend. Remember, chart, line chart, insert. They do line chart. Remove the this idle field button from chat. The title, we want to give it monthly policy trend. So you remove this grid line too. Remove this one and okay, let's introduce a data labels. I like using data labels. So when you have data label, that means you need to remove this y-axis, delete it. Now I'm going and saying Control X, cut it out from there, and I'll put it in this my dashboard. So you see, you can see that it contains a background color. So this format shape fill, you do no fill. Even the outline, so I remove it. You can see that it's not transparent. That's how I like my chart to be. Control Z. Let me go and grab it now and resize it so that it will fit inside. So you see, we're getting there. We are getting there. Oh, what do you observe? It's not well sorted. That's another challenge. It's not sorted. Let's go there. Why is it starting from April? So sort this one. You do sort. If even if you do A to Z, see January, February, March, A to Z is fine now. So let's go back to our dashboard. It's perfect now. So monthly policy trend, what color? I'll maintain that same blue color that I've been using for my KPI title. And this one, I'll use blue color for the line. It's format, shape outline. Blue. This one too, I'll give it, let's say. Now, the next question, let us go and bring in the average premium. So this one now you're gonna use cluster chart. So you go come here and do insert cluster column chart. So you can do cluster column chart. So let's use this. So remember, I like to use the what is this thing called? I'll use the data label. So let's see each value on it. Then I'll hide the feed button. I right click and say hide all feed button from chart. Then what again? I need to remove because I want to make my chart simple as much as I can, guys. The title has disappeared. Don't worry. You can just come here and say chat title. Then to I want to call it AVG premium versus AVG claim amount by policy type. Mm, let's change it to size 12 and bold. Remove the outline, delete it, and this I like to give this one deep blue instead of that light blue, and I want to give this one It's the claim, right? It's money that is going out. It's claim amount. So this one to let me give it blue, and this one to blue. This one to then blue. So I think we're good with this one too. Control X again. Remember when you get there, we're removing the outline, we're also removing the background color. So format, shape fill, no fill, shape outline, no outline. So you see what we have, guys. So let me take this one up so that maybe you can have more space here and can expand this word. Perfect. So we are getting there, guys. You can see that. Let's go and answer another question. Total policy by risk level. Let me use let's use you can use bar chart or column chart, or you can use let me use bar chart. Let me use column chart, 2D column. Mm, I think medium. So let's use data label. Medium and this thing they have the same size. Low, medium. So let's sort, right? Click and see sort. Let's do smallest to largest to change from to high, medium, low. Or let's use another chart. Funnel chart. Change that type to funnel chart to work. Oh, he's saying you can't create it in pivot table. Yes. So if you want to create it, you need to remove it from pivot table. It's gonna be equals to this. If you want to use funnel chart, it's equals to this. Then drag to bring in the data out. Then it's this one that you now use for funnel. If you want to use funnel, funnel should be here. So we are removing grand total. We're not including grand total. So the grand total should be removed. So you can exclude the uh, grand total from there. Should we use funnel charts? Let's just go and use the let's just go and use the. But if you want to use funnel chart, you can use it honestly. You just say insert, like I said earlier, and you choose funnel. So this funnel chart, you see low, medium, high. So then you say Control X and take it to your dashboard, fix it here. Let's talk about the format now. No fill, then no outline. Now, regarding the color, I like to retain this one for. So you select them individually. You see, I want to give this one now since the is the I is the IS, and it's risk level. So risk is I. So let me use maybe something red, or just give it red. Then the next one, I'll give it, let's say, blue. And the last one, give it this. So by risk level, so you can reduce the size, you know. So now this one, give it color blue, and the title will be, what should be the title, guys? The title will be total policies by risk level. change it to 12. This one should be 12. Now, guys, we are getting there. We're almost done. We have four questions left. Uh, let's go back here. Claims by region. So yeah, I'll do insert. I can use let me use a do not chat for that. The first thing I'll do is to remove this one, hide or feed value from. Then you call this one claims by region. So individual charts, okay. So select the this thing and give it data label too, Of course, I'll use data label. Should I leave the value or percentage? If you want to do percentage, go for more option and click here, the number, sorry, label, then you can choose percentage. So let's use value. You can use percentage too. So from here now, I would like to change the color. Of course, select the individual slice and let's give this one deep blue. So that's the central. So change all these ones to white. The font. Let's use white since we are changing to dark color. So east now, I'm giving it red. Clicking the bar, the slice. Okay. Uh, which one is this one? That's the north. Let me give it. I'll give it this purple. Yeah. Oh, mistake. Select only the north to give it purple. Otherwise, there will be problem. Like this shade of yellow. Give it something green like this. And lastly, I'll give this one. Select only that one. Otherwise, it will change everything. Maybe this color. So now let's use black. Hmm? We need to take this one out. Uh-huh. Take this one to out. Uh-huh. Take this one to out. So Control X again. Go to your dashboard and have it pasted. So you format, you do shape fill, shape outline, no outline. Then select it, the chart itself, and do no outline. Then reduce it. We're good now. Perfect. So now this one too. Remember we're using size what? Size 12 and the color blue. So guys, we're getting there. We have just three questions to go. So here now we have another question. Just data premium by agents. Go back here. The agent. What chart is best for this one? Bar chart, column chart. Let's use bar. Hide or feed value from setting. Remove this legend and remove this. And instead, you bring in data label. Remove the out grid lines too. Then the title. This one to let's give it blue. This one to blue. So you can sort. Right click and say sort largest to smallest. So the top guy here is okay. Let me change to that one because I'm using this chart. So it's affecting the distance, so it's gonna be, let's have it this way. Sorry, I didn't need to smallest to largest. Okay, you can change the colors. Mm. You can change the colors. So the top guy, let me give it green. Next guy, I'm giving it say blue, another shade of green. The next guy, I'm giving it blue. The next guy, I'm giving it this. The next guy, I'm giving it this. The next guy, I'm giving it this. The next guy, I'm giving it uh, this. Lastly, I'm giving you, because you have the list, I'm giving you red. So you do Control X again and take it to your dashboard. Remember what you need to do from here. Format, shape fill, no fill, shape outline, no outline. So give this one as usual, the blue color we are giving others. Perfect. So we have two questions to go. So let's go there again and go and do policy by status. So you come here and do insert using bar chart for that one too. Remove this, remove the x-axis. Instead, use what? Data label. Right click, policies by status. Remove the grid lines. Go back to home and give this one color blue that you have been giving. Oh, what have we done? Policies by status. What are we doing? This is wrong. We didn't use status. So go to pivot, go and bring the feed list, sorry, feed list for this chart. And remove agent name from there. I think we want to do policies by, okay, status. Then you can sort. Mhm. This one now, I'll change it to 12. Can change the color of this one to remember. Select only one. Mm, no claim. This one there is claim, but is approved. Let's use blue. Ah, this claim is rejected. Oh, red. Pending. That's no China. Okay, perfect, guys. I'll do Control X. Oh my God, what we've done has affected. So I'm doing Control Z back again. Oh, we've done the wrong thing. It's affected all by agent. That's changed to. I don't want to delete this. I'm doing Control Z. So it is this chart that I have, right? And we've worked on the color. Okay, perfect. So what have we done? So now let's do this one now. We did the wrong thing earlier. Insert, right? Hide or feed from button, right? Remove this one, right? Remove also the this axis, right? Bring in data label. Remove the grid line. Then we sort. Then you call it total policies by what? By status. Hmm? 12. Let's give this one since it's no claim, right? Great. Claim, there's claim, but it's approved. Blue. Rejected. Red. Pending. That's neutral. Perfect. So you go again and say Control X. Remember what we do when we get here? Format. Lastly, we have policy by claims occurrence. This one now. Let's just use the do not chat to remove this button. Right click and say hide or fit from button setting. Remove outline from this chart itself to select the slides and say no outline. Now give it another color we like. This one I want deep blue. And the other one I want red. Claims occurrence. So with claims I want red. It's a mistake. No claim I want blue. Or green safe. With claims, let's give it red. Because no one is taking money. So what do you need to do again? Total policy by claim occurrence. Control X. Oh, sorry. Control X. Disappear. So Control X. Then take to your dashboard. Control V. The format too, you have to do no view, then no outline. So guys, we are done with our analysis. It's not even up to an hour. So let us bring in slicer. So I would like to select any chart here and you go to pivot chart analyze, you do insert slicer. Let's filter by year. So what I'll do from here is let's make it two column. Reduce it. Let's remove the header. Right click, slicer setting, display header, no, I do okay. Let's change the slicer setting to something blue. So you come here and say, I don't want that one, don't worry. Let's do another one. I said new slicer format. Um, let's give the field blue. The border, let's select the middle one. The color should be white. The font should be bold and it should be white. Let's do okay. This is what we're gonna use. So let's change it to the one we just designed. And here is our slicer, guys. So let's make our slicer work for everything. So right click and say report connection, check all the box. See that is working. So let me clear slicer. So and that's how we built a complete insurance portfolio dashboard in Microsoft Excel. So in this project, we understood the business requirements, we explored and cleaned the data, created KPI metrics. We built pivot table, designed meaningful visualization, added interactivity with slicers. Then we also created a professional dashboard. So if you found the tutorial valuable, please like, comment, share, and follow for more Excel, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Python, and data analysis projects. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next project.